In 1975, I joined Dan Inouye, Spark Matsunaga, and Patsy Mink in Congress. A few years later, we were joined by Dan Akaka, Bob Matsui, and Robert Underwood. We made a difference for millions of people in our country. Patsy Mink led the effort on the passage of Title IX, which opened doors to women by prohibiting sex discrimination in education. Bob Matsui, Dan Inouye, Spark Matsunaga, and I led the efforts for the passage of the bill that apologized to Japanese Americans incarcerated during World War II and provided redress. Dan Akaka led the efforts on the passage of the apology resolution for the U.S. overthrow of the Kingdom of Hawaii. In 1994, we formed a caucus with this growing number of Asian American Pacific Islander members of Congress. We laid the groundwork for greater diversity in our government, so today the number of AAPIs in elected office are growing, and so is their leadership. As a result, Judy Chu was able to pass the Resolution of Regret for the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. And this past year, Grace Meng and Mazie Hirono passed legislation eliminating derogatory terms in our laws relating to minorities. We came together to have a greater voice in D.C. and throughout the country. We learned from the lessons of the past to fight for a better future. When those making the decisions look like America, everybody in America benefits.
Today, there are 13 Asian American and Pacific Islander members of Congress, and our caucus has grown to 50 members. Collectively, we work to protect and advance the civil and constitutional rights of all Americans and establish policies on legislation and issues that reflect the concerns and needs of the Asian American and Pacific Islander community. We are proud that our caucus has continued the tradition that Norman Mineta started, and we look forward to new leaders of tomorrow. Today, we have a voice.
I am Congresswoman Judy Chu from California. And I am proud to be the first Chinese American woman ever elected to Congress. Standing with me are my fellow Asian American and Pacific Islander, or AAPI, members of Congress. Many of them, too, are trailblazers in their own right. And we are all proud to support Hillary Clinton for President of the United States. It wasn't too long ago that if you saw an Asian Pacific American walking in the U.S. Capitol, you had to stop to do a double take. But how things have changed. We now have a record number of AAPI members of Congress. And most importantly, we are organizing and making our voices heard. We have gone from being marginalized to becoming the margin of victory in key swing states and districts all across our nation. America needs a president who will fight for us, someone who rejects the hateful rhetoric that is too often used to divide us and believes that America's diversity is our greatest strength. That's why we've got to elect Hillary Clinton as our next president of the United States. When it comes to the issues most important to us, Hillary Clinton gets it. On immigration reform, she gets it. So many families have been kept apart for decades by an incredibly long family visa backlog. Hillary will fight to clear that backlog so that millions of American families can finally be reunited with their loved ones. We're with Hillary because she is committed to comprehensive immigration reform. On education, she gets it. So many of our parents and grandparents sacrificed to come to the United States because they wanted their children to get a better education and live the American dream. We're with Hillary because she'll make debt-free college available for all Americans. On voting rights, she gets it. Today, almost 70% of AAPI adults are foreign-born. Access to translated and absentee ballots is critical. And we're with Hillary because she will work with Congress to restore the Voting Rights Act and ensure fair access to the ballot box. On making sure we have a diverse federal government, she gets it. We're with Hillary because she will appoint an administration that looks like America. And on safeguarding our civil liberties, she gets it. I am so proud to have Congresswoman Doris Matsui and Congressman Mike Honda as members of our caucus. During World War II, both Doris and Mike were imprisoned in internment camps for no other reason than their ethnicity. Donald Trump doesn't seem to have a problem with this part of our history. With Hillary Clinton, we know the civil and constitutional rights of all Americans will be protected. Tonight, we are also grieving for our dear friend and colleague, Congressmember Mark Takai from Hawaii, who passed away last week at the age of 49 after a hard-fought battle with pancreatic cancer. Mark truly had the aloha spirit and was deeply committed to advancing the priorities of the people of Hawaii and our veterans. I will never forget the tears in his eyes when he learned about the Cancer Moonshot Initiative. It gave him and millions of Americans hope that we will finally find a cure for cancer. In his memory, we've got to keep hoping and fighting. Hillary Clinton is the best choice for all Americans to move our country forward. Our caucus members reflect the diversity of America, and that is why we are proud to stand with her.
Aloha! I'm Senator Mazie Hirono from Hawaii, an immigrant, the first Asian American woman to be elected to the United States Senate. I support Hillary Clinton because she is a lifelong champion for women, children, and families. And with the help of all of us, she will fight for all families, including immigrant families, in the White House. Mahalo, aloha.
Hafaday. I am Congresswoman Bordallo from Guam, the U.S. territory in the Pacific, and I support Hillary Clinton because she understands the unique needs of the territories and is committed to the Asia-Pacific rebalance. She is a strong leader. We need her to move forward as a nation. Thank you.
I am Congressman Mark Takano from the great state of California. And I'm the first openly gay person of color to be elected to the United States Congress. As a proud Gaysian, I support Hillary Clinton because she is a strong champion for LGBT rights. She will fight to end employment discrimination against LGBT Americans.
I'm Congressman Ami Bera, also from that great state of California. As the only South Asian member of Congress, and as a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, I support Hillary Clinton because she is the only candidate that understands the complexity of the world and is prepared from day one to lead America.
I'm Congressman Bobby Scott from Virginia, and I'm the first person with Filipino ancestry to be elected as a voting member of Congress, and I support Hillary Clinton because she believes that all children deserve a quality, affordable education so they can reach their full potential.
I am Congressman Ted Lieu from California, and a colonel in the United States Air Force Reserve. I support Hillary Clinton for president because she will fight for our military personnel, our veterans, and our military families. She will make sure that those who risk their lives for our country get the health care and the resources that they need.
Good evening. My name is Gregorio Camacho Kilili Sablan, and I am from the Northern Mariana Islands. I support Hillary Clinton because she believes that all Americans should have, including those in the Pacific Island territories, should have access to quality, affordable health care. Thank you very much.
I'm Congresswoman Grace Meng from New York, the first Asian American elected to Congress from the East Coast. And I support Hillary Clinton because she is the best candidate to bring Americans together and move our country forward. This election is so important, and Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders can make the difference. Our voting power has doubled over the last decade. We are now the swing vote in swing states like Virginia, Nevada, and also right here in Pennsylvania. And I call upon my fellow AAPIs to organize, to campaign, and to vote so that we will be the margin of victory in 2016 and beyond. As our community begins and continues to grow, and as we begin to see more AAPI candidates like Raja Krishnamurthy from Illinois, and Stephanie Murphy from Florida begin to run for higher office, it is critical that we elect a person who will make history for America and build a brighter future for generations to come. And that person is Hillary Clinton.